Hello everyone and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, and the world out there. Today we're looking into Scorpio's week ahead for November 8th through the 14th. In this message, we're first going to tap into the energies with the Shapeshifter Oracle deck here. Then we're going to get an overview message with the Psychic Tarot, dig a little bit deeper with the traditional deck. I will clarify as well as pull a few oracle cards. If it's something you guys are interested in, you're more than welcome in joining us. So let's see here, Scorpio, what we can see for you guys for November 8th through the 14th. Please and thank you. Most important message here for Scorpio Spirit. What does Scorpio need to see for November 8th through the 14th? Elizabeth and the Lion. It's time to become a leader. The Fairy Bee, life is sweet. Loyal Guardian. Okay, so you're being protected here. We're going to put these cards back, and I only want one card out, one more card. Okay, but what these cards here are talking about, and this may be just a side message, guys. Okay, but somebody here is being divinely guided right now. There is a sense of loss and looking back on the past with regret. Okay, sadness. Maybe there was a situation, person, place, or thing that maybe you didn't make the best decision, or this person didn't make the best decision with you, right? Let's get one more card out here for Scorpio, please and thank you, Spirit. More card for Scorpio's energy this week. Thank you. You've attracted wonderful news. So far, so good on the messages coming out with the oracle cards. That could have been just a little side message for some of you. For others of you, you are moving forward from something that was very heavy, okay? Because there is a little bit of a fear that's surrounding you this week, okay? And I feel here, Scorpio, that there's no need to worry, no need to fret. If maybe the bigger picture, sometimes for me when I'm doing work or projecting my dreams, things that I have envisioned for my future, if I look too deep into that, it can get pretty scary to think bigger picture sometimes, okay? Because there's a lot that entails with a channel like this, or even real estate investing. I have some real estate investments as well that I do. So I feel here, Scorpio, what's going on with you is you're coming into your power. You're realizing that looking back on the past isn't serving you. And I feel like you're trying to come to terms with that to move forward. So let's dig a little bit deeper into the message. One step at a time, one day at a time. That's all you can really do. Okay? And don't beat yourself up over, if things don't work out that day, you always have the next day. You always have tomorrow, right? So let's take a look here, Scorpio, a little bit deeper into the energies for you guys. Please keep in mind that the messages on YouTube are general. So take what resonates, leave the rest. For any information that I reference in the reading, it's all linked below in the description box. I also have a link down there, guys, where you can sign up for the list to be notified when I open up for personal readings. And if you like how I vibe, you like how I interpret the cards, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Everyone's welcome. And it does also help set your intentions for future messages. And for those of you that did already sign up for the email list, I did actually just send a notification out to you guys. So check your inbox, maybe even your spam folder, because it did come from my website. Prosperity Begins, Rest and Rejuvenation. And just so you guys are aware, that website, healingshop.net, that's ran by me. I'm the only person. I actually created that entire website just for you guys. So that's my blessing to the world. This channel, this message is really my blessing to the world. So thank you guys for allowing me to get my message out there. So Scorpio, see that you're headed in a positive direction, healing from past situation, but there is an energy of shadow, okay? And this message has been coming out for a few of these signs. I feel like there is some big changes that we're all kind of going through right now. One thing that helps us process or shift our energy is acceptance, okay? And going through that shadow work is an important part of that acceptance piece, okay? Intuition, positive movement forward, mental conflict, awareness, authority, light, crown chakra. You're needing here to trust your intuition. Trust your intuition in this situation. High Priestess, this is the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords with the Magician. We're going to pull out a traditional deck here, get a little bit deeper into the message. The last two cards that I pulled is the Emperor and the Sun. Definitely a need here to stand your ground. One thing that I want to touch on here, Scorpio, is with the Magician, with mentally conflicted next to each other, you are manifesting, but you may be manifesting more issues, more negativity. So pay attention. Here's a little trick, okay? And it's not easy, but once you train your brain to shift, it's easier to have this process happen. Whenever you're thinking a negative thought, let's say you're driving down the street and somebody irritates you and you're like, that freaking driver, screw that person or whatever. Try to catch yourself in that moment. And one thing that I always do is like, I love people. I love people. You're doing such a good job driving. You know, just send them blessings, you know. I send you blessings. I send you love, positive healing vibes. It shifts your energy. Even just saying that can shift your focus, can shift your energy. Yes. Okay. But you have to catch yourself in those moments when you're thinking those thoughts. And then the more often that you can do that, the easier it's going to become. So a way to trick your brain into trying to focus on the positive instead of the negative. Now, I will say it's not always easy. It's just a little mind trick for you to try. There is a little bit of ruminating. Okay, I also feel like there's a sense of moving on from something from your past, but almost as if you don't want to, or you're having to leave something behind. Sacrifice, the Six of Swords. High Priestess, clarifying the High Priestess. Five of Pentacles. The Moon. Justice. Four of Cups. Ten of Cups. Page of Cups, Hermit, Ten of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords. I'm going to get a clarifying deck out here, guys, because I already can see where we're going to need to clarify, especially the Ten of Swords here in the moon energy. I can see where there has been a sacrifice that's having to be made here, Scorpio. Something that you're having to leave behind that you may not want to. The energy surrounding you is the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles. It's clarifying the High Priestess, intuition. Not everything is being revealed to you at this time. But there's somebody that is around you that feels betrayed in this situation. And maybe this is you, Scorpio. Maybe you're the one that feels betrayed or abandoned. Okay, but there's this holding on to resentment here for sure. Holding on to regret. I also feel here, Scorpio, that trusting your intuition, again, as I said, is going to be key in helping you through this process. Because again, not everything is going to be revealed to you. Okay, some things you're going to have to feel through the process. Okay. A challenge for this week, or what you need to let go of here. To me, this is almost like getting even type of energy. Like, I want justice no matter what. This could be you, Scorpio. This could be the other person. But this is what is in the position of what you're needing to let go of. What's needing to be let go of. And here's the thing. That is partially entailing shadow work. The moon. The moon energy is shadow energy. What I feel here, Scorpio, is there's a need to come to terms. Like, when you're pushed to a certain extent, when you're triggered in a certain way, when you're put in a certain scenario, you're going to act in a certain manner. Now, this could be maybe you ignore everybody and go ghost. Maybe that's your form of reaction. It's causing a lot of turbulence in your life. I feel here that just being aware that, you know, when you're put in certain situations or when you're around certain people, you're triggered in a certain way. It's going to help you to control your energy or adjust your energy when in that scenario or around that person. But it's not what you're needing to let go of here, Scorpio. It's not going to be healthy to try to get even with anybody. That's almost as if Five of Swords energy is coming through here. And what I feel here, Scorpio, we're going to clarify this right now, is this is probably part of what you're manifesting here. Please clarify the moon card here for Scorpio in the position of what Scorpio needs to let go of. Holding on. Somebody doesn't think that they're the problem. Nope, it's not me. Either this is you, Scorpio, or this is the other person, but somebody thinks that they aren't the issue here, it's the other person. It's causing this disconnect here for you. And what I mean by causing a disconnect for you, Scorpio, is in life in general, not just in this relationship or with this person, because I feel like you are kind of in conflict with this person. But I feel like in general, because you keep looking back on this past situation, you're not able to move forward here. Okay? What you're holding on to is not pursuing people, not pursuing relationships, not taking things long term. This is going to cause some instability in your life when you aren't able to trust people. Now, this past situation, this could be this person holding on to you, Scorpio, or you could be holding on to this person or this energy. Maybe this is a little bit of mirroring, okay? I honestly feel like somebody in your past had a vision of being with you, or you had a vision of being with them, and that vision collapsed. There was probably some sort of tower moment, some sort of ending back then that happened that caused this disconnect, because I do feel like this is probably like a past relationship, a lost lover. I'm going to clarify the Four of Cups with the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Four of Cups with the Ten of Cups. Try to have an understanding, Scorpio, and I know a lot of times, here's the truth about this matter. This tower moment that you went through in the past, it needed to happen. Because I feel like you wouldn't have come to some sort of realization if you wouldn't have gone through that loss. Maybe this is the other person. But that sense of loss here, that tower moment that happened in the past, if that didn't happen, there wouldn't have been a shift that took place internally. Now, this is either for you, Scorpio, this could be for the other person. But I feel like this tower moment brought in a lot of truth. It brought in a lot of clarity. And I feel like this isn't necessarily about the other person. I feel like this is internally. It brought in a lot of truth of maybe things that you needed to change or fix within yourself or for your person. This is also in the position of what you need to hold on to. And that's why I say try to have an understanding, Scorpio, that everything happens for a reason, even those tower moments. Queen of Swords, Magician. Here's the thing, the truth is going to set you free. Just having an awareness that, okay, that happened. What's there to learn from that, right? What's there to take from that lesson? What's there to take from that ending? There's always some lesson that can be learned in every difficult situation. Sometimes it's just hard to see that lesson when we're in the midst of it. Which leads me to the next card. It's working in your favor. You're a master magician, Scorpio. It's clarifying the Magician, the awareness card. Okay. I feel here that you are coming to terms with all of this. For a lot of you, you've probably been on this journey for a little bit. Maybe you've been watching my videos, doing some or other readers that focus on self-care and self-healing, because it seems here as if you're kind of, it's like you're graduating or you're leveling up. And know that you've probably heard me talk about on this channel, whenever you're getting ready to level up, it's going to get a little bit more difficult, right? There's going to be more challenges you're going to have to face. You're going to have to push a little bit harder. And it's not going to be easy. The Hermit here coming out. There is a need to take a step back, go within. Hermit is like a solitude or isolation almost card, but it's not about isolating yourself. It's about going within yourself and coming to terms with a lot of things. This is part of the shadow work. Because there has been a lot of, I feel, turmoil from the past. Maybe there was some parts that you had to play in this turmoil. Even if it was just, you know, playing into a behavior pattern for too long, or not being aware that somebody was triggering you. What's working against you? For those of you that are trying to reconcile, it's not going to happen anytime in 2020. I will tell you that. You're going to have to do some inner work, okay? Because I feel like there's still some coming to terms with this past that you're going through. And you may have walked away from this person a long time ago. But when we're still holding on to the past energy, we might as well still be in that situation. I want to get some clarification here on this Ten of Swords for you, Scorpio. Clarify the Ten of Swords for Scorpio, please and thank you. Hanged Man, one more card. Hanged Man talks about that change in perspective. It's like, it's also similar to the Hermit, where you're kind of like a self-imposed prison. You're taking your energy away from every situation to try to figure it out. This card also talks about putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Right? Trying to see things from their perspective. Here's the thing, Scorpio. Sometimes rejection is God's protection. I know. So cliche, right? But the universe will literally protect us from worse situations happening in our life by taking us out of a person who's toxic or a situation that we're not meant to be in. A lot of times we're not even going to be able to tell that that's what's going on until we're like way long down the line, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, old in our rocking chairs, and we're able to look back and see, like, dang, that was not the greatest decision that I ever had made, but there was definitely some benefits that came out of it, right? Your outcome, Scorpio, here is you still have a lot of work to work through, okay? You still have a lot of inner work, a lot of inner healing. There's still this level of acceptance that you're having to go through, because I feel this energy of still feeling tied to your past. Now remember, Scorpio, you're keeping yourself trapped with the Eight of Swords. You are keeping yourself stuck by how you're thinking and perceiving the situation. The only way you're going to get yourself out of this is by trying to look at things from all sides of the coin. Okay? And, yes, that person hurt you. Yes, there was some betrayal here. There is a sense of loss. But maybe that person feels the same or similar to how you're feeling as well. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go back and reconcile with that person. It just simply means, Scorpio, that there needs to be a level of acceptance for you to move forward, to release the energy. Okay? So, Scorpio, let's get a few cards out here for your advice, guidance moving forward. I am going to do an extended version to the reading here. In the extended, we are going to clarify each card individually, okay? We're also going to get into the question section portion of that extended, as I usually do. So we'll tap a little bit deeper into the energies. We're going to clear the board. Then we'll tap into those energies and see what this person's intentions are moving forward. Is there anything that's hidden that you need to be made aware of? Let that come to the forefront. Look at the next steps moving forward, the outcome if the advice is followed. I will pull out the Archangel cards for the blessing, the Soul Truth deck for the lesson. If it's something you guys are interested in, you're more than welcome in joining us. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is coming out here twice, guys. Look, there's probably some sort of message that's going to come through. That's why this reading is coming up, right? This person's going to come in. There's going to be some form of closure, a conversation that's going to be had. Now, if you're prepared for this conversation here, right? If you are prepared for this, you're going to be able to utilize this conversation for closure. Okay? If you're in this energy of guarded, stuck, trapped, the cycle is going to repeat. I'm not saying force, you can't force learning the lesson. That's impossible, okay? What you can do, Scorpio, is focus on what you need. And honestly, guys, that is the beauty of meditation. When you're meditating, you're observing your thoughts. You're not suppressing, you're not clearing your mind. You're simply observing your thoughts. It's actually a form to help you process, because you're going to observe the thoughts. And some of those thoughts are going to be like, I freaking am disgusted with this person, and then this is why. And it's all going to come out, and you're going to observe it, and you're going to be like, oh, well, that was interesting, right? But you're not going to be able to. You have to practice that. You have to practice getting to a point. 10 minutes of meditation isn't going to get you into that deep realm of thought. You're gonna have to do like 30 minutes to an hour. You know, it has to be deep meditation. Meditation may be beneficial for somebody out there. Look, you're headed in a positive direction, Scorpio. Releasing this past energy, it's only in your best interest, okay? I feel like you kind of know. There's just a little bit of a fear. Maybe you're afraid that you're not going to be able to talk to this person again, something along those lines. But have an understanding that if that is the case, then everything happens for a reason. Just finding that reason might be a little bit hard at first. Trying to hone in on the lesson is definitely going to be beneficial. And the card that flipped out across the table is the Sun card. The sun always shines after the rain, Scorpio. Again, that positive direction, that positive movement forward. Let's get you your soul journey. This is the Native Spirit Oracle deck for those of you that are interested. These cards have a soul journey message tied to them as well. So let's see here, Scorpio. Owl medicine. You know, the owl is always, always, always associated with wisdom. Wisdom and intuition. This card's associated with wisdom, as I said, illumination, intuition, clairvoyance, deep insight. This card also talks about going within, Scorpio. Trying to have a broader perspective, right? Looking at things from a wider view, right? Being a truth seeker. The soul journey message that comes with this card is, in a meditative state, imagine that you have shape-shifted into an owl and you are soaring silently through the night. Your ability to see, even in the darkness, is remarkable. This corresponds with your ability to perceive the truth, even in murky situations in life. Beautiful, Scorpio, beautiful. Trusting your intuition. Again, I know I've said that 50 million times throughout this reading, but it's definitely coming out strong here. You have the High Priestess in every deck. So intuition is going to be key, guys. I am willing to forgive. Forgiveness of myself and others releases me from the past. Forgiveness is the knower to almost any problem. Forgiveness is a gift to myself. I forgive and I set myself free. Beautiful, Scorpio, beautiful. So, Scorpio, I feel like that's a good solid message coming out for you guys for this week. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. Again, if you want to get in on the extended version, the link is below. Otherwise, thank you guys again so much, and I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.